That year, I was 19 years old and slaughtered the Saingu until there was not a single royal court left in Maboy. I thought the backbone of the Great Han would stand tall forever. I never questioned that when I woke up. My own descendants would be kneeling like dogs before barbarians. Listen up. Our commander has spoken. The promised wealth must be fully delivered today. Dimala, and sign that Pledge of Allegiance. Don't make our elite cavalry lose their patience. The Emperor is such a stubborn coward. If he had just signed it earlier, this would all be over. Why must he drag us down and keep us trembling in fear? Does he really think we can afford to cross our Jin masters? Your Majesty, please listen to your old servant's advice. Once you've been on your knees long enough, it stops hurting. To protect our ancestors' legacy, calling the Jin our fathers tonight is no disgrace. Just sign it, quickly. I'm scared. I don't want to die. Oh, my dear Emperor, why are you still dazed? Sight it. Hurry. Why are these hands so weak? Weak hands? My hands. My hands are meant for holding blades and slaughtering enemies, not for signing humiliating surrenders. How dare you harm your own Prime Minister? You must have a death wish. Who gave you the audacity to stand before me with a drawn blade? Are you even worthy of looking me in the eye?
Go tell Prince Wanyan.
There is no gold. Rip up the surrender treaty. Our land. I will reclaim it myself. Ah. Your Majesty, watch out! It's all over. We're completely finished. This body is far too weak. Thinking this head-on would be suicide. But in the eyes of the champion Marquis, this Jin soldier's blade work is so slow, it looks like a dance. In your next life, remember this. In the imperial court of the Great Han, there are only kneeling captives.
And no standing envoys.
You actually killed him? You killed him! That was the crown prince of Jin's trusted envoy. It's over. Everything is completely over. The Jin invaders are going to massacre the entire city. The Emperor has gone mad. He is pushing the Song dynasty into an eternal abyss of destruction. This body is such a piece of trash. I'm out of breath just from killing a chicken. But the taste of blood. It's been far too long. An eternal abyss? The way you all look right now, you are already in the 18th level of hell. Since you are so afraid of death, I will teach you how to survive. Your Majesty, you killed the Jin envoy! You have brought a catastrophe upon us. The Righteous Emperor has decreed that if your Majesty is of unsound mind, this general shall escort your Majesty back to the inner palace to recuperate. Interesting. You don't dare to strike the elite enemy troops outside, but when pointing your blades at me, you draw them quickly enough.
Hectares.
Your Majesty, for the sake of the citizens of the city, and for the sake of the Song Dynasty's empire, please endure this minor setback. Men, disarm the Emperor! General Wei. Are the soldiers in your hands the soldiers of Song, or are they dogs of the Jin? I will count to 3. Anyone who does not back down will have their entire clan executed. 1.
Don't listen to him.
He's just a weak, powerless emperor. Everyone, charge together. Who else wants to go to the Jin camp to beg for mercy?
I'll send them on their way right now.
Conscript every horse in the city. I will lead you. Out to hunt. Your Majesty, when you killed the Jin envoy and seized military power just now, this old minister found it incredibly satisfying. But fighting an open field battle outside the city is absolutely out of the question. An army of 10,000 Jin soldiers is invincible. This is an absolute law of war. Our great Song's strength lies in our high walls and deep moats. As long as we hold the border
And stand firm under General Li Gang.
Do you know why the great Han dynasty crushed the Zanggun so hard they never dared to ride south again?
While our great song lets the Jin invaders ride on our necks and shit on our heads.
This. Is it because the great Han had superior national strength?
Wrong.
It is because the great Han had no walls. The great Han's walls are my cavalry, and the blades in my hands. As long as I'm on horseback, every land under heaven belongs to the great Han. But you lot, hiding inside this turtle shell, thinking you are safe, are actually just waiting to die. Is this really that cowardly emperor? He is a complete lunatic.
So these are the Imperial Guard's war horses.
Back in my day, even the horses our military cooks rode were stronger than these. Your Majesty, all the good horses were taken by those treacherous officials, Gao Chu and Tong Guan. The rest were taken by the retired emperor. The retired emperor? Oh, right. That old man loves collecting rare beasts and exotic deer. Typical. Leave it to the old man to enjoy his luxury, while the soldiers outside are eating dirt and chaff. His horses eat better than humans. Unbelievable. Your Majesty, you mustn't. These horses are the retired emperor's prized possessions. He said these horses must be saved for his future spring outings to Jianan. We are about to be wiped out. Is he going to take his spring outings in the underworld? No, without the retired emperor's personal decree, no one is allowed to touch them. That would be high treason. Hear my decree. Starting right now, seize every horse in the city, whether they belong to royalty, nobles,
Or wealthy tycoons.
anyone hiding war horses will be executed on the spot. I give you exactly 2 hours. In 2 hours, I want to see 3,000 cavalrymen assembled at Shu and the gate. This great song of ours doesn't lack money, nor does it lack horses. But those riches are just rotting away in the bellies of those wealthy lords. Since they refuse to hand them over, then I will help them end this with dignity. I never expected them to fight Yan Zhongwang's Iron Pagoda cavalry with just these men.
This is purely a suicide mission.
I know you're all terrified. But tonight, we are going to do something massive. Open the gates! This emperor is taking you to feast. Steward, where are you taking us?
The Jin army camp is right ahead.
We are marching straight to our deaths.
Shut up.
Didn't you see the look in the steward's eyes just now?
Going back means certain death anyway.
We might as well charge forward.
To fight them in their own camps. They are completely off guard.
Does Wanyan Zlongwan really?
Think all the men of the Song dynasty are dead and gone. He didn't even bother to post any sentries.
Do you see the fire up ahead?
That's the Jin invaders boiling mutton. They are guzzling down wine and feasting on meat. They're plotting how they'll breach the city tomorrow
To ravish your wives.
and beat your children. Tell me, do you want to be sheep led to the slaughter?
Or wolves that feast on flesh.
If you don't want to be sheep, then ride hard, right behind my stallion.
In this battle, we don't aim to kill the enemy.
Our only goal
Is to set fire and burn their entire camp to the ground for me.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Haha, I heard that Song Emperor was so terrified he wet his pants.
Once we enter the city tomorrow, I'm going to take 10 Song women for myself.
That old emperor is probably still crying.
Wait, what's that sound?
Cavalry! Where did this cavalry come from?
Haha! I've taken the great Khan Aguda's elite central camp, and I am using it to send my regards to all of you. Enemy attack. Enemy attack.
It's the Song army?
Impossible. How would the Song army dare to leave the city? Go back and tell your master that this fire is your emperor's greeting gift to him. It's burning. It's burning. The Jin camp is exploding. How is this possible?
But they are the formidable Jin army.
To think His Majesty actually won with a surprise attack? This is a classic surprise attack from the art of war, finding life in the jaws of death. His Majesty is truly a god among men. This Jurchen mutton is grilled way too spicy, and it's getting stuck in my teeth.
10K, is this the invincible Jiden army you kept talking about? From where I stand, they are nothing special.
Your Majesty, although you burned down the Jin camp last night, this has completely enraged the Jurchens.
Just now, the Jin envoy delivered a declaration of war, saying that if we don't bind your majesty and hand you over outside the city,
They will slaughter every single citizen in the city, not even leaving a single chicken alive.
Dankey, is your brain full of nothing but mush?
If I don't fight them, do you think they won't slaughter our people?
You are a sheep. Do you expect a wolf to ask if you're happy before it devours you? The retired emperor's decree has arrived.
Here the retired emperor's decree. Rebellious Sun Jiahuan has unilaterally started hostilities,
putting the empire in grave danger. This is absolutely traitorous. We decree an immediate ceasefire and order him to go to the Jin camp to beg for forgiveness, so we may seek the superior state's mercy. Hear and obey. The retired emperor has spoken.
Filial piety is the ultimate duty under heaven.
If your majesty disobeys,
You are being unfilial.
your majesty, please accept the decree.
the retired emperor said, if you're afraid of pain, he can beg the Jin to grant you a quick death and leave your body intact.
Go and plead guilty.
An intact corpse? That old fool ruined the empire so completely.
And was so terrified that he dumped the throne onto me. And now that I've just won a major victory, he's jumped out again to teach me how to grovel.
You! How dare you insult the retired emperor? This is absolute treason.
Go back and tell Jiaji, if he wants to play the retired emperor, he better stay in the inner palace and play with his precious rocks.
If he dares to poke his nose into my military affairs again, I will personally have him tied up and send him to the Jurchens to offset our 5 million tiles of annual tribute.
Your Majesty, while that was incredibly satisfying to say,
This move might draw severe backlash from the scholars.
once the Jurchens hold their blades to their necks, they won't have the breath left to criticize. Report. Your Majesty, disaster has struck.
满脸酱了。
Has deployed the Iron Pagoda.
They are completely impenetrable. We are completely doomed, General Wei.
You couldn't stop the charge of the Iron Pagoda. Wrapping themselves up like metal tin cans.
Li Gang, you say they're impenetrable?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ordnance arrows can't pierce their armor at all.
And swords can't slice through them either.
Once they charge, they crush everything in their path.
Tin cans?
Good. Tin cans are perfect.
Pass down my imperial decree. Chop down all those precious trees in the retired emperor's gardens.
And bring out all the fire oil in the palace for me.
You got lucky with that sneak attack last night. Today, I will turn your cavalry into minced meat under this steel grindstone. Charge!
Trust their defenses.
Your Majesty, those are heavy cavalry.
If we scatter like this, we'll be picked off one by one.
What's the rush? Let those tin cans run a bit further first.
Tell the boys to bring out the gifts we prepared.
Ha ha.
Ha! Ha ha ha.
The Song army is running.
After them. Crush them to pieces.
Ha. Ha 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 ha.
Oh no, it's a muddy swamp.
Pull back, quick! You think you can escape? Forgot to light the fire.
Shut up, you're so damn loud.
We want to retreat, but we're stuck.
This is why I never wear heavy armor. Too bulky.
Shoot, kill these bastards.
Haha.
You despicable coward. If you've got the balls, fight me fair and square. You're not even worthy.
Many people ask me, what is the art of war? The art of war is not about memorizing battle formations. It is about weighing the odds. It is about adaptation and reading the human heart.
The key to victory is flexibility. Jiang Ting Chang. Our soldiers just won a great victory, yet they can't even get a single bowl of hot porridge. The granaries clearly still have grain in stock. Why are you withholding it and refusing to hand it out?
Calm down, my friend.
This grain is intentionally reserved for negotiations.
In case the Jin invaders attack again, we'll need this grain to negotiate and buy back our lives. You are aiding the enemy. Our soldiers are bleeding out there.
And yet you are calculating how to grovel.
More gracefully.
Steaming? I despise steaming the most.
All I know is that my horses are starving. And my soldiers are starving. Your Majesty, this is the Ministry of Revenue.
You cannot act so recklessly.
Without an official decree from the Secretariat, touching the treasury grain is a violation of ancestral law. At this very moment, my sword is the ancestral law. Guards, break open the granary.
Anyone who dares to stand in my way
Will be executed on the spot.
Don't open it. That's my...
Those are the state's reserve grains.
The states? Then how is it I heard the grain in your cellar, Zhang, is far more than what we have in the Ministry of Revenue?
I order the immediate seizure of Zhang Bangchang's estate. Confiscate every single grain,
And all the gold and silver.
Shall be rewarded to the brave soldiers who fought last night. As for this man,
Your Majesty, spare me. Mercy.
I am the Chancellor of the State of Wei. I am the Grand Emperor's man.
the Grand Emperor's man?
Then how fitting.
Go to the underworld and serve the late emperor in the afterlife.
In the Han Dynasty, those who embezzled military rations were cut in half at the waist.
And yet here in the Song Dynasty, we actually try to reason with them?
Simply ridiculous.
Your Majesty, bad news.
That parasite Zhang Banqiang.
Most of his granaries are completely empty. The remaining grain will only feed the army for 3 days. They are surrounding us without launching an attack. They want to starve me. That bastard Wanyan Zhongwang has actually gotten smart. What is your name?
Your humble servant, Bing Yilong, Yufei.
I watched your battle formation. When facing the heavy cavalry of the Jin invaders, you chose to defend rather than attack.
While that ensures you won't lose, you won't win either.
Your Majesty,
The enemy is strong while we are weak.
with infantry pitted against cavalry, our only choice is to hold our formation and defend.
Only when the enemy is completely exhausted
Can we launch a counterattack?
that makes perfect sense.
But I don't have the patience to sit around and wait for them to tire out.
I am giving you 5,000 infantrymen.
How many days can you hold this city?
As long as our provisions do not run out.
I will defend this city with my life.
Excellent. Then I am leaving my home in your hands to guard.
We're running out of rations.
Then I will snatch them right out of the Jin's own pots.
Your Majesty, the Jin's main supply camp is in Samansao County, on the other side of the Yellow River. It's 300 light from here, and we're blocked by 100,000 of the Jin's main forces.
Trying to burn their supplies is virtually impossible. Who said I'm going to burn them? I'm going to...
Take them. Take them. They think they have us surrounded? Then I'll break right out of this encirclement.
and raid their home base.
Your Majesty, you're leaving the city again. The Jin will definitely be prepared this time.
And how many men will you take with you? If a whole army moves, they'll spot us instantly.
800 men. Any more would just slow us down. 800 light cavalry is all I need. Your Majesty, taking 800 men to charge the rear of an army of 100,000. This is suicide.
Suicide? No.
This is how we ride straight into legend. Yufei, you got our home front. Wait for my return. When I get back, I'll buy you a feast of the Jin Emperor's own roasted lamb. Thinking. I am afraid too. I fear that the great Song dynasty will be destroyed under my rule. I fear that after I die, I won't have the face to meet our ancestors. But there are always things in this world that are far more important than life itself. They actually think we are nothing but sheep.
because we have always knelt and begged for mercy.
But tonight, I will lead you all to become a pack of mad dogs.
A pack of vicious wolves.
We will rip out their throats and drink every drop of their blood. We will ride 300 li across the Yellow River. And we will not return until the Gene Invaders are crushed.
My warriors,
Do you dare to march into the jaws of death with me?
we are ready to die with you, your majesty.
Your Majesty, you must come back alive.
Move out. Don't stop. Ride right through the mud.
Anyone who dares to slow down,
I'll cut them down myself.
the Song army is way too obsessed with battle formations. They're always so painfully slow and hesitant.
But in my cavalry tactics,
Speed is our absolute lifeline, as long as we ride fast enough. The enemy's encirclement is nothing but a useless joke.
what's wrong with you?
Where did the enemy come from?
The Song army is broken through. About 800 cavalry.
They're heading towards the northwest. That way leads to the foothills of the Taihao Mountains. It's a desolate, barren wasteland.
It looks like Jothlan is just trying to flee.
And here I thought he finally grew a backbone.
Turns out he just wants to flee to Chang'an. Commander, we don't need to worry about him.
Continue the siege. Once we capture the border,
And seize the royal family of the Jiaosong dynasty.
It won't matter if that powerless emperor escapes on his own.
Your Majesty, we've shaken off the pursuers.
But this road? It's not right.
This isn't the road to Swanzhou County.
This road leads straight into the mountains. Charging straight ahead would make us sitting ducks. We need to take a massive detour through a dead-end trail that the Jin soldiers would never expect. We'll cross over and strike them right from behind.
Dismount and feed the horses their rations.
While the men ate, Huving didn't bother hiding their hoofprints. Instead, he had his soldiers place extra thorny branches in the woods,
Untie branches to a few old horses.
sending them running in the opposite direction.
It's too cold. There's no hot water, and the dry rations are as hard as rocks.
We can't even bite into them. We're going to freeze to death here. If you think the dry rations are too hard,
Then drink this.
it'll keep you full. When there were no provisions in the vast desert,
The Yonju drank horse blood.
even the Han soldiers must drink it. If you want to live,
If you want to kill the Jin invaders, you have to be even more savage than they are.
If you throw up, drink it again.
until you don't throw up anymore.
Remember, this blood carries the spirit of the horse.
Crank it, and you'll run as fast as horses.
Haha, the song pigs are running straight to their deaths.
There's a cliff ahead.
It's a trap. Collect, fall back and report. Now that you're here, leave your horses behind.
I was just worrying we didn't have enough fresh horses.
Ha ha!
Stop fighting. Even the Emperor is fled.
Open the gates and surrender. You can still save your lives.
Who says His Majesty fled? His Majesty has gone to rip out the Jin's beating hearts. If we can't even buy His Majesty some time at our own doorstep, how will we ever face our ancestors? Ha ha ha! Song plagues.
Go to hell.
Divine arm crossbowmen, step forward.
No need to aim. Fire straight at their siege ladders. Who is that defending general? Does the Song dynasty have anyone else who can fight besides Zhong Stidao?
Reporting to the marshal, the banner says,
You!
Marshal, you ordered us to keep making noise tonight.
I don't believe they don't need sleep.
Showtime.
I heard the front line is about to break through the border.
when can we get into the city and grab some women?
Soon. The Song Emperor is a spineless coward.
Do you hear that?
Light it up. Put out the fire. Quick, put out the fire. That's half a year's worth of food for the army. Stop screaming. It's already cooked. Are you human or a ghost? How did you get past? Listen closely. I'm not going to kill you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I want you to deliver a message. Go to Wenya Zongwang and tell him,
The provisions here.
I'll burn them all as an offering to his dead father. My treat. And I've also laid a trail of fire along his path of retreat.
Tell him to run faster, or he won't even have ashes left. Now scram!
Your Majesty, the fire is spreading. Their emergency reinforcements will be here any second. Seize all the spare horses. Kill the rest of them. Don't leave them a single strand of horsehair.
We're going to pay a little visit to the Jin homeland.
the provisions.
How much is left? Reporting, Commander. The fire burned all night.
We only managed to salvage 3 days' worth of rations.
And all the horses are gone. Not a single one is left. Without them, the Iron Pagoda and flank cavalry can't move.
We've been reduced to infantry. I underestimated that cheat.
He actually turned into a mad dog. Commander, we must retreat.
Before food runs out completely, we should retreat north of the Yellow River.
Once we cross, we'll be safe.
Retreating with our tails between our legs like this? Where is the dignity of our great Jin Empire? Order an envoy to go into the city.
Tell them this commander values human life and has mercy.
And is willing to make peace.
As long as the Song dynasty sends 10 million tiles of silver for our safe passage,
We will withdraw our army.
haha.
But, Commander, we're practically running for our lives, and you still dare to ask for money?
Will the Song people actually fall for that?
Haha! Although the Emperor of Song has gone mad,
Those court officials?
Are still nothing but spineless cowards.
The moment they hear the word peace,
they'll get on their knees and hand over the money.
This silver
Is the capital we need to make our comeback. Heaven bless the great song. The Jim have finally agreed to withdraw.
even though they demand 10 million tiles?
Compared to the fall of our nation, it's a price well worth paying. Quick, quick, quick! Raise the money and send these devils on their way! Are you all blind?
The Jin army is only fleeing because His Majesty seized their supplies.
They are running like beaten dogs.
This is when we should march out and pursue them.
We must crush them while they're down. Yet, you actually want to pay for their travel expenses? Lord Li. Do not corner a desperate enemy.
What if the Jin are driven to desperate measures?
His Majesty isn't even here.
Who will take responsibility for that?
Can you bear that burden?
What a disgrace.
This is an absolute disgrace to the great song.
I knew it. His Majesty would never let them get away. Open the gates. All troops, charge. Help His Majesty intercept and slaughter the Jin army. Are you trying to start a rebellion? The Imperial Court has already agreed to a truce. The Krevel money has already been sent.
Sending troops now will ruin our diplomatic relations.
You'll brand our nation as treacherous and dishonorable.
Yifei, if those civil officials give foolish commands,
Just pretend you didn't hear them. And if they dare to stand in your way, you know exactly what to do. Diplomatic relations?
The Jin slaughtered our citizens.
They raped our wives and daughters. And you call this diplomacy? A general on the field has the right to refuse orders. Not to mention, I am acting under His Majesty's secret decree. Secret decree? Show it to me.
The decree is right here on the tip of my spear.
Who dare stand in my way? Anyone who tries is a Jin spy, and I will show them no mercy. They're crazy. They've all gone mad.
They've been corrupted by that madman of an emperor. I have been waiting for you for a very long time.
I heard you want to leave without paying?
But you clearly don't know the rules around here.
Today, the freezing waters of the Yellow River
Will be the grave I have prepared for all of you.
Brothers, only by killing the Song Emperor on the other side
Can we survive?
At this moment, the river is frozen over.
It's thin, but it's enough for us to charge across. Charge!
It is currently early winter. The Yellow River has just begun to freeze.
The ice layer is not solid yet.
The perfect time and place. And as for this ice, I've already calculated its load capacity for you.
Your Majesty, they are about to break through. We have too few men. We can't hold them off.
Move aside. Don't let their filthy blood splash all over you.
Go! Help! Help me! Help! Save me! Ah! Someone save me! Help! Don't leave me behind! Help!
This is what I call
Iced-in soldiers!
Yu Fei.
I'll leave the rest to you.
harnessing the raw power of nature without losing a single soldier. He buried tens of thousands of enemy troops alive. Is this the brilliance of the champion Marquis?
Surrender and live, or resist and die.
Heaven has forsaken me. It is not a defeat of battle, but of fate.
Don't blame heaven. You're just stupid.
Your Majesty, a great victory.
In this battle, 40,000 of the Jin army's main force were buried alive. 10,000 were taken prisoner, and we captured 8,000 war horses. This is a grand victory like our great song has never seen since its founding. Only 40,000?
Back when I was in the northern desert,
I beheaded 70,000 in a single battle. That barely qualifies as a grand victory. This
is nothing but a warm-up.
Don't celebrate too early.
One Yanzhuang has escaped.
The root of the threat remains.
Order the whole army to rest for half a day. Cook all the captured horse meat and tell everyone to eat their fill.
必杨巡
What ice river trap? What birding of the camps? It must be a pack of lies that rebellious son made up to save his own skin.
Wang Wang's forces are like gods of war.
How could they possibly be defeated?
Indeed.
Your Imperial Majesty is most wise. The Emperor has stirred up a massive hornet's nest this time. He has completely enraged the Jin invaders. We must quickly prepare another lavish gift to beg the Jin state for forgiveness. That rebellious son of mine has lost his mind. The moment he returns, I will strip him of his throne and install Prince Kang, Jiaogu, as the new emperor. I heard father wants to depose me? You rebellious wretch, covered in filth and blood. How dare you barge into my chambers in such a state? Have you no respect? On your knees and beg for mercy right now.
Beg for mercy?
I just finished teaching those Jin bastards a lesson by the Yellow River. Now that I'm back, it seems I should teach you a lesson too, father. Men, bring the gifts up to the palace. What hours? What are these? Didn't you want to send gifts to the Jin invaders, father? Well, here are your gifts. I'm sure the Jin will absolutely love them. Your Majesty, spare my life. Have mercy. I only did it for the sake of the Empire. I lost my mind for a moment, Your Majesty. I was blind. A momentary lapse in judgment? No, you're just rotten to the core. Why is the Great Song's army so weak? Where has all the money gone? It all ended up lining your own pockets in that grand estate of yours, didn't it? You. How dare you? How dare you be so ruthless? Right? Are you trying to tear down the very foundation of our great song? What a waste of such a beautiful crane. But wouldn't it look even more exquisite, stained in blood? Wouldn't you say, Imperial Father?
Old man, I'm giving you two choices.
Number 1, you head to the front lines. I'll appoint you as the Grand Marshal to defeat the Jin. You can go negotiate with those invaders yourself. Number 2, you stay quiet in the back palace, chanting scriptures and refining your little pills. Now keep your mouth shut. From now on, I make the rules in this court. I choose to refine elixirs. I won't interfere in worldly matters anymore. That's more like it. Guards, seal the gates of Yanfu Palace. Without my direct command, not even a single fly is allowed inside.
The retired emperor is going into seclusion to pray for our country.
Now that the rats at home are cleared out,
We can finally focus on hunting the wolves outside. The Jin army was defeated, but they aren't wiped out yet.
Mingyu Zhuanglong fled back to his kingdom.
My ministers are all begging me to quit while we're ahead, to just patch up the city walls. And wait for those invaders to strike again? Bah.
there is no such word as defense in my dictionary.
If the enemy can invade us, we can hunt them down on their own land.
Hear my command.
Mobilize the army and prepare for war. Our target, the 16 prefectures of Yanyun.
Charge!
Forward! Keep moving!
To reclaim Yanyun. That has been the Great Song's dream for 100 years. Your Majesty, if you launch a northern campaign, we must proceed with caution, step by step.
First, we must reclaim Taiyuan.
Reclaiming Yuzhou.
Too slow!
What we must learn is the warfare of the old days. The lightning tactics of Hukubing.
We will launch a rapid cavalry charge deep into their territory.
No besieging cities, no occupying land. Focus only on wiping out their active forces. Kill every single man of the Jin kingdom.
Seize their cattle and sheep, and burn their tribes to the ground.
Your Majesty, this course of action violates the mercy of heaven. Yufei,
Your heart is far too kind.
showing benevolence to civilized men is common courtesy. But showing benevolence to beasts is pure suicide.
Look at the humiliation of Jin Khan. If I hadn't woken up,
Do you have any idea what would have happened to us? They're barbaric hordes.
you would have turned our women into military sex slaves,
Sourced our men into slavery.
and trampled our dignity into the mud. So, in this very war, we must not only slay their bodies, but utterly crush their souls. I want every single one of their soldiers
To tremble with absolute terror and wet their pants the moment they hear the word Starl.
My warriors,
Wow.
some have asked me, when will there finally be peace under heaven? Let me tell you,
When the ruler of the Jin state kneels at my feet and dances,
and when their war horses are turned into our plow oxen, only then will there be peace. Jiao dares to launch an attack? Fine.
Since he is begging for death,
I shall mobilize the forces of our entire empire,
an army of 500,000 men.
I'll make sure he never returns alive.
Imperial uncle.
That Zhao Fan is not even human.
He knows black magic.
Guang, you've been scared out of your wits by those Song cowards, haven't you?
They're nothing but two-legged sheep. Threaten them just a bit, and they fall to their knees.
I'd say you were just careless and underestimated them, and walked right into an ambush.
Your Majesty, I am willing to lead our forces,
300,000 strong, to march south and crush the Song.
I will drag Zhao Van back to serve as a horse for your Majesty to ride.
Jiao Hua indeed acts a bit strange lately. Spies used to report that he was weak and useless.
How did he suddenly become so bloodthirsty?
Still, the mighty prestige of our great Jin cannot be insulted.
At your service, your Majesty.
I shall give you 300,000 elite troops, plus another 200,000 auxiliary forces, scraped together from other tribes, declaring a force of 800,000.
Forget about military strategy. Just march straight through them.
Crush the Song army under the sheer weight of our numbers.
Tell Zhao Huang this.
I will use his skull as my wine cup.
Your Majesty, further ahead lies the vast, endless grassland.
If we get lost,
Lost?
No?
the scent of this grass,
The direction of the wind.
this is my home turf. That's a nomadic tribe ahead.
They have horses and sheep.
Order the whole army to remain silent.
Sneak up on them.
Every male taller than a wagon wheel. Kill them. Seize their cattle, sheep, and horses.
Take their women and let them go to Three-Nao Prefecture to deliver a message.
Good.
A message? Let the fear sink in first.
Hell him. The champion Marquis has returned. Commander! That Han general! He's not human. He slaughtered every single man in our tribe.
Yet, they didn't touch a single piece of treasure.
They only looted all the horses and dried meat. He told me to tell you.
The champion Marquis has returned.
Don't become!
Has that coward Zhao Wan lost his mind from pure terror?
To actually claim he's some dead ghost from over 1,000 years ago? Commander, that Zhao Wan really has been acting strangely lately.
Commander Qiu Wang,
Hundreds of thousands of our troops were wiped out by him.
Qiu Long was a useless fool.
All he knew was how to play mind games with those weak Song officials. But I am different. I only trust the axe in my hand. Order the army to advance in a sweeping formation.
Flush out that so-called champion Marquis for me like a rabbit.
I will skin him alive.
To see if he's a man or a ghost. I used to think being a soldier was just slacking off on the city walls.
But following your majesty, I feel like I've truly become a wolf. Your Majesty, Wanyan Zhonggan's 300,000 troops are pressing down on us, combing through the grasslands like a fine-tooth comb.
Our room to maneuver is shrinking by the minute.
Any further north is a dead end.
A dead end?
Yufei, remember this.
On the grasslands, as long as our horses can still run, there is no such thing as a dead end.
They want to encircle me. Then I will lead them on a wild goose chase.
300,000 men and horses eating every day.
The amount of food and fodder they consume daily is astronomical. I'd like to see whether they catch up to me first or starve to death first. Order our men to drive all the stolen cattle and sheep to the upstream water sources. Slaughter them and throw them into the river. Your Majesty, this is a scorched earth tactic. No.
Back then, the Zango
But the exact same thing to the Great Han. I am only given them a taste of their own medicine. This is war.
Being merciful to the enemy is being cruel to yourself.
Ha ha ha! You've some nerves. Keep running!
Why did you stop running?
There's a sheer cliff right ahead of you. Behind you are my 300,000 troops. Today, even if the gods themselves descended, they couldn't save you. Your Majesty, I am willing to lead 500 death-defying warriors to cover our retreat. Please, Your Majesty, mount your horse and escape up the mountain. I chose this exact spot, and it took me 3 whole years to find it. The terrain here is extremely narrow.
The Jin army cannot deploy their 300,000 troops here.
At most, only 2,000 men can squeeze in at a time. This is what we call
The choke point tactic.
since they outnumber us, we'll just make them line up and take turns dying. Roy's. Kill them! Front battalion, charge in! Trample them to dust. Charge! Useless. You're all useless. They are just infantry. You cavalry can't even beat a bunch of infantry? Commander, the terrain is too narrow. We can't use our numerical advantage. And the Song Army's arrows seem endless. Hey, you with the mace. You don't have enough men. There aren't even enough of you to keep us busy. Is that all you've got? We're surrounded. Enemies are everywhere. We're doomed. Ah. There's no way out. Your Majesty, I'll hold off the rear. You must find a chance to break out.
This is a let's.
Perfect. Now, this is what I call a fight.
This finally feels like the legendary Battle of Mobay.
I'll leave the 300,000 troops in front to you.
Just hold them like behind that wall. Not a single step back.
Can you do it?
As long as I still have a breath left in me. We will never surrender.
Take even one step forward. Toot. And the soldiers of the Great Han will charge with me.
Now is the time to crush the enemy. Even a cornered beast will fight.
Today, this gate of hell will be your grave.
Haha.
No need for bows and arrows.
Charge in and drag them to their graves.
Is this the Song Army? No, they are clearly
Demons. Die.
in your next life. Don't mess with the Great Han. Aside from their generals,
Surrender if you want to live.
Dress your wounds.
Jufei is still waiting for us ahead.
Yangzhou City. 10,000 men.
Wipe out so quickly.
Can you still move?
Your Majesty, if you had arrived even a moment later, I would have been on my way to meet the late Emperor. We can't have that. I am still waiting to make you a Marquis and a General.
Your cavalry is gone, Joan.
Now, who is the one surrounded? You or me? 300,000 men against 5,000.
And you couldn't take them down in a day and a night?
And they are only fighting harder as they go.
This makes no sense. Commander.
The soldiers are terrified. Think, they say they are gods, descended to earth.
They cannot be killed.
Yeah, Fei.
Sing a song.
Sing what?
哈哈哈，免将空。
Oh, wait, you haven't written it yet.
Then, 星空放无疑。
Bound to be enemies.
Brothers in arms. Walking corpses.
Divorce me. Like hell.
Sharing the same court with you. Pull out of the canyon.
Seal off the exit.
Trap them till they starve.
Retreat. They're pulling back.
They want to retreat?
I, the Emperor, haven't given my permission.
Pass down the order. Strip the armor off the fallen Jin soldiers and put it on. Tonight,
We are sneaking into their wounded camp.
Your Majesty,
You still want to fight? But we're already...
The most dangerous place is the safest place.
Cao Lan would never expect
That we, who were just on the brink of annihilation, would rush to launch a night raid on his main camp.
this is called a sneaky counterstrike.
Guards, increase the patrols.
That Zhao Han is full of tricks. Don't let him escape.
是，大帅。
You. I'm just here to borrow something. Guards, protect me!
And that is your head. And that is your head.
to strike terror into the Jin Emperor.
I used 300,000 troops to crush him.
How could this be? Remember, victory doesn't depend on numbers,
But on the quality of the soldiers.
and a general's strength lies not in raw bravery, but in strategy.
Farewell. Those who offend our mighty nation.
Will be wiped out, no matter how far they run.
Cut him down.
Wang Zhongwen is dead.
The main Song army is here. Run for your lives.
Think.
Let them tear each other apart. Let's go.
Your Majesty has slain Wanyan Zhonggan on the battlefield.
The 300,000 Jin troops have collapsed without even a fight.
Is this the spirit of our founding emperor showing his power?
Quickly, recall all our troops. Defend Yuning. You absolute lunatic. That lunatic is marching right to my doorstep.
Yu Fei.
Your words are far too polite.
That is my family estate, stolen by bandits for 100 years.
Now that those bandits have been chased away,
I have returned to reclaim what is mine.
You think you can take this city with so few men?
Is Zhao here just to seek his death? Fire!
I am Zhao, Emperor of the Great Song.
My Han brothers, on the city walls.
I have come to take you all home. Will you continue to live as dogs for the Jin? Will you really point your arrows at your own flesh and blood? Shoot! Fire! Now! If anyone dares disobey, I will slaughter your entire family. To hell with you, Jin dogs. Our siege is only against the Jin. No Han blood will be shed. The Jin were fools. They didn't understand how to use Han to fight Han. Zhao, that spineless coward of an emperor, might have won a few battles, but his tactics are nothing but amateur tricks. Hear my command! Drag all the Song civilians up to the walls to use as human shields. Let's see if Zhao Han dares to fire now. I trust you have been well, Your Majesty. Don't you love your people like your own children? Come on! Attack the city!
Every single arrow you shoot will pierce the hearts of your own subjects.
You despicable bastard!
Yuthe, if you were in my shoes, what would you do?
I would not dare to attack your majesty. I can only lay siege and wait for an opportunity. But if we wait out even 1 month,
These people will have already starved or frozen to death. Gu Yaoshi is gambling on my mercy.
too bad for him. He gambled wrong. Do you think using my people as shields will stop me from killing you? I will count to 3. If even a single hair on one of my people is harmed, once I breach this city. Now, your entire clan, not even your family's dogs will be left alive. Are you trying to threaten me? Go ahead if you have the guts. All troops, hear my command.
Stuff your armor and carry only daggers.
Tonight I will personally lead you to scale the walls. You
treasonous turncoat. Sleeping like a baby, are we?
Don't move! I, your emperor, am asking you.
The great song has treated you more than generously,
Pampering you with high rank and wealth.
why on earth did you
Betray your country for personal glory. And lead the Jin invaders south.
forget it?
I don't want to hear your excuses.
A traitor's blood.
Is too filthy. I'm afraid it will stain my sword. Man, tie him up at the city gate. Once dawn breaks, let every citizen in the city drown him with their spit.
The day the royal family reclaims the Central Plains.
We have finally lived to see this day. Long live your majesty. Long live the great song. Starting today, this is no longer a pasture for foreign invaders. Starting today, this is no longer a pasture for foreign invaders.
This is the northern gateway of the Han people.
If anyone dares to reach their hand out again, I will chop off that hand.
The 16 prefectures of Yanyun
Have been mostly reclaimed. Your Majesty, this is an urgent report. Your Majesty, an urgent dispatch from Beijing. The retired emperor has seized back power. While Your Majesty was away on the battlefield, he allied with a group of old officials, forcibly took over the city's defenses, and cut off all food and supplies for our Northern Expedition Army. He has issued an imperial decree ordering Your Majesty to return to the capital immediately to face charges. Face charges? Your Majesty is risking your life on the front lines while they stab you in the back.
小气又脚气。
You really are a master of seeking your own death. Demanding my head? Oh, how wonderful. I will gladly accept this invitation. But I'm not going there to plead guilty. I'm going to a funeral. Although that rebellious son won a few battles, he is extremely warmongering, and his heavy slaughter goes against heaven's will. When we summon him back this time, we must strip him of his military power. The retired emperor is truly wise. That fellow, oh no, the emperor is absolutely insane. If we keep fighting, the Jin Empire will be completely enraged. If they launch a full-scale invasion, our great song won't survive the cost. You rebellious son! What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to murder your own father? Murder my father? No, that wouldn't be very good for my reputation. I have only come to invite the retired emperor to abdicate in favor of the worthy. Oh, wait, you've already abdicated once before. This time, I'm inviting you to retire. Well, our brave soldiers on the front line are starving on scraps. You are in the back, cutting off their provisions.
How are you a retired emperor?
You are clearly a spy for the gene. You have absolutely no respect for your elders. The great song rules the realm through filial piety. Drag him out and execute him.
My words. I will only say this once.
From today onward, the great song enters a state of war, inviting
Whoever dares to mention peace talks again will have their entire family wiped out to 3 generations.
whoever dares to hold back military provisions again.
Will have their entire clan executed to 9 generations.
Zhao Zi is unwell. From this day on, he will be sent to a Taoist temple in Jianggan and is never to return to the capital for the rest of his life.
I won't leave. I am the retired emperor. If you won't leave, then I'm sending you to the Jin Kingdom.
You expect one Yamukmai to bow to you.
That's just the next act.
Next, let's go check out that so-called army of 500,000.
I hope they can take a beating better than Wanya Zonggan did.
I will give you one last chance.
Demount and surrender.
And I will leave your corpse intact.
Otherwise, today I will turn this plain into a burial ground for your Song people.
Jufei, what do you see?
We are heavily outnumbered.
An army of 1,000,000 cannot be faced head-on.
We must hold our ground in camp and search for a weakness.
Haha, wrong.
What I see is endless military glory,
Countless cattle and sheep.
and countless
Slaves. What good are numbers?
back in Mobay.
The Jakanu also thought they had numbers on their side.
The wind is rising. The great Tengri blesses us.
Charge with the wind. Entire army, charge. Shoot them all dead.
Order the Divine Arm archers to retreat 300 steps.
Heavy infantry, raise your shields.
Cavalry, all dismount. Demount. Your Majesty, if the cavalry dismounts, they will lose their charge momentum. Who says cavalry must charge on horseback?
I have prepared a little surprise for the Jin soldiers.
This is called
The Crescent Moon Formation. Today I'll teach these June invaders a lesson.
Times have changed.
Are those song dogs out of their minds? They aren't even raising their shields.
Go to hell! Fire! Send them packing.
Is this the lightning magic of the Han?
Hold your ground. Don't panic. It's just sorcery. Ha ha ha. This is called science. Or rather, divine wrath. Our mysterious troops swoop in to crush these defeated dogs.
Is this the surprise His Majesty was talking about?
Stop spacing out. Cavalry, mount up. What a fucking mess. Go and take their lives. Their army is collapsing like a falling mountain. Ah! When an army of 1 million flees in panic, they are nothing but 1 million terrified, helpless sheep.
I don't even need to kill them myself.
Just those trampled to death by their own men far outnumber my kills. Kneel and live.
Kneel and live.
You, Fei, take the main force and round up the prisoners. You 10,000 cavalry, follow me. Today, your emperor is going to play a massive game. We obey your command, your majesty. Where is your majesty going? To capture the Dragon Tiger King. Hurry, as long as we make it back to Freening Prefecture, I still have a chance to turn the tables. Your Majesty, the Song Cavalry is right on our heels. Their summon was way too fast. It's time for the big dumb elephant to dance. Get the hell down here.
No, don't kill me. I am willing to surrender.
I am willing to submit as your subject. I will give you all 16 prefectures of Yanino.
Nonsense. See,
Have you gotten something mistaken here? Right now, your life and your entire empire are already my spoils of war. As for the 16 prefectures of Yanyu, I've already taken them back. I don't need you to give them to me. Your Majesty's divine might is unmatched. Long live the Emperor! Long live! Long live the Emperor! Long live! Long live the Emperor! Long live! Long live! I heard your Jin dynasty has a certain tradition.
It's called the sheep bleeding ritual.
No, that's meant for the ruler of a fallen nation. Oh, so you do realize you are the ruler of a fallen nation. Men, bring me a sheepskin.
And drape it over our great Jin Emperor.
I am going to leash him and lead him step by step into Hune Prefecture. Take a good look, everyone.
This is your emperor.
From this day forth, this land now belongs to the great song. Who dares to defy us?
This is what happens to those who do.
Even if you died 10,000 times, it wouldn't be enough. It's the butler. The butler is here to save us. Ah. Ha 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 ha. Royal brother. Brother, you're finally here. Correct. Take me back to the capital.
I want to go back and be a prince again.
I don't want to stay in this godforsaken place for even another day.
In history, this very Zhao Go was the one who founded the Southern Song dynasty.
And then he executed Yufei, surrendered to the Jin invaders, and dragged out a shameful existence.
I heard that when the Jin army searched every mountain and sea to hunt you down, you sent a letter to them,
Thinking that, if they only spared your life,
You would willingly serve as their slave for generations.
that was just a temporary measure. Royal brother, please see the truth.
A temporary measure? I despise spineless cowards the most.
Especially the spineless cowards of the Zhao family. Yufei,
How do you think we should deal with this man? It is entirely up to Your Majesty.
taking in with us would be a complete waste of food. Zhao Go suffered endless torture in the Jin kingdom.
And chose death over surrender. But unfortunately, today,
He succumbed to an illness inside this concrete.
royal brother. You can't kill me. I'm your own flesh and blood.
this is for the future of the great song. If a man like him is allowed to live,
He will only end up killing more of our loyal generals.
take the others back.
The Jin state has fallen. The Great Song army is sweeping in like a tidal wave.
What? Emperor Zhao wiped out the Jin dynasty? How is this even possible?
Isn't he supposed to be a spineless coward? Klek, send an envoy to beg for peace,
Tell them we were just passing through.
and that we are willing to submit and pay tribute. Your Majesty, Emperor of the Great Song, this is a misunderstanding.
It is all a misunderstanding.
My lord is fully willing to resolve this peacefully.
My blood is boiling. I don't have time for your nonsense.
I'm in a rush to head back to Bianjing for New Year's Eve dinner.
You, Western Shy, are blocking my path. But your majesty, Western Share isn't blocking your way at all.
They are at the northwestern border, and you are in the south. It's completely out of your way.
If I say it is on the way, then it is on the way.
Who told them to always bully the Great Song in the past?
I have always been petty, and I hold a serious grudge.
Hand over the Iron Hawks to me and leave the escort troops to Yufei.
Within 3 days,
I'll be sleeping in the Western Xiao Imperial Palace. Ha ha ha! Thank you.
Why haven't they made any progress at all?
they all love banding together just to seek their own deaths.
Same old rules. I will lead the charge.
And the cavalry will flank them from behind.
At least you know what's good for you.
From now on, the title of Western Shai is abolished. It will be designated as the Western Shia province of the Great Song.
You can serve as the provincial governor.
Oh, wait, no. The Duke of Peace and Comfort.
With the Deem State destroyed and Western Sha pacified, Your Majesty's current territory already surpasses that of the Han and Tang dynasties.
It is time to return home and rest.
Is that so?
I've grown so thin from all this hard work. You rebellious son. Your slaughter is far too excessive.
And you have offended the very heavens.
The spirits of our ancestors in heaven are watching you. You destroyed 2 entire nations, and your hands are stained with the blood of millions. Aren't you afraid of divine retribution?
Your Majesty, a benevolent ruler has no equal.
But with your constant warmongering, these are the actions of a tyrant.
Please, Your Majesty, kneel before the ancestral temple
And repent to our ancestors for 3 days and 3 nights.
To atone for your sins. His Majesty just won a massive victory.
So why on earth does he need to repent?
It's about filial piety.
Who would dare disobey the retired emperor?
Repent. Think you to look at you.
Father, have you completely lost your mind in your old age? The people I killed were our enemies.
And I did it to protect our great song.
If I hadn't spilled blood,
You would be the ones kneeling here right now, getting your heads chopped off by the Jin invaders.
Filial piety is the ultimate virtue.
How dare you defy our ancestral teachings?
this is high treason. It's monstrous. If the emperor demands a subject's death, they must die. If a father demands his son's demise, the son has no choice but to perish.
I am your father. If I order you to kneel, how dare you stand? What a joke. What a joke.
You lost our entire empire, handed our people over to the Jin invaders to be slaughtered,
And brought shame upon our ancestors.
That is the ultimate betrayal. That is the true dishonor.
Look, Emperor Taizong, Zhaorongyi, the infamous chariot god who fled the Gailiang River,
Who lost the 16 prefectures of Yanyan.
and Emperor Zhenzong, Zhaohan, who signed the humiliating Treaty of Chaniwan,
Paying our enemies just to buy a fragile peace.
and then there's Yu Jiaji, the mastermind behind the absolute humiliation of the Jinkang incident.
A whole bloodline of spineless cowards. And you have the audacity to demand my repentance?
Let me make one thing crystal clear today.
The empire I won back with my own hands belongs to me.
It was not saved by the grace of your Zhao ancestors.
Whoever makes the Song dynasty strong is the true ancestor. Now tell me, am I guilty?
Long live His Majesty.
Long live the great Song.
Since he wants to be ruthless,
Then don't blame me for being merciless.
Tomorrow, at the victory banquet,
Send him on his way.
War, your father was too impulsive yesterday.
come to think of it,
You have achieved unparalleled glory for our great song.
you are the pride of the Jia family.
So let me raise a glass to you, and let our past grievances be wiped clean.
But who exactly is Hor Kuping? He had seen far too many of these petty tricks back when he was navigating the Han Dynasty palace.
You personally bestow this wine, Father.
And I am truly overwhelmed with gratitude. However, you have overworked yourself over the years, Father, and your health is failing.
This wine is an exquisite, centuries-old vintage.
It is a rare treasure, and I wouldn't dare keep it all to myself.
Father,
Please, after you.
Thank you. This is a celebratory wine meant for you.
How could your father drink it?
Father, we are parent and child. Why should we be so distant?
Could it be that there is something in this wine?
Makes you afraid to drink it, Father?
You insolent wretch. I won't drink it. I won't drink it. You just have to do this the hard way, don't you?
Since it is poisoned wine, then let us not let it go to waste.
You all saw it. The Trithered Emperor has suddenly fallen gravely ill.
His chronic illness has flared up again.
The retired emperor must recuperate in absolute peace.
Send him to Wuxi immediately.
Seal all the doors and windows, leaving only a single opening to pass food through.
Without my command,
No one is allowed to visit him. Keep the music playing. Keep the dancing going. No one is allowed to ruin my mood today.
Minister Chen, do you understand?
Thicken the barrel of the fire lance. Cast it out of copper and iron.
Instead of using bamboo tubes inside, use lead bullets.
And as for this cannon, it must be able to fire incredibly far.
A single blast must lay waste to dozens of miles.
Your Majesty, your genius is truly divinely inspired. If this weapon is successfully built,
Forget about just being shocking. Even the heavenly hosts wouldn't be able to stop it.
but the cost to build this is astronomical. And it requires massive amounts of refined iron and copper. I've just plundered the royal treasuries of Jian and Western Xiao. We have money to burn. If there is not enough copper, melt down every single Buddha statue in the city. Seize all the copper coins from the homes of those corrupt officials. I only care about results. Within 1 month, I want to hear the roar of our first cannon. Our great Song dynasty has valued scholars and neglected its military for far too long. Starting today, civilian control over the military is officially abolished. We are restoring the 20-tier military merit nobility system of the Great Han. Cut off one enemy head, and you will be promoted by one noble rank.
From top to bottom, regardless of your birth,
We only look at military merit. If you want to be an official in the future, go to the battlefield and earn it with your life. This is going to turn the world upside down. This is an insult to refined scholars. Scholars, can your precious refinement stop an elite army? Can your refinement reclaim our lost lands? Yes! We are turning the world upside down! We will transform this weak and fragile Song dynasty into an empire of iron and blood, like the Great Han. Fire!
With this weapon,
Is there any city wall left in this world that can stop our great song army? This is how I reason with our neighbors. Caliber is justice. Range is truth.
Your Majesty, the Arabs have colluded with the South Sea pirates and gathered 500 warships.
they demand that we open our ports, exempt them from customs tariffs.
And feed Quan Shou as a concession.
Ceding a concession.
That phrase.
Why does that sound so familiar?
It seems the news of my total destruction of the Jin and Western Sai dynasties
Hasn't reached the sea yet.
Your Majesty, our forces are mostly cavalry and infantry. We are not suited for naval warfare.
Besides, we've only just stabilized the north.
Shouldn't we first?
Yufei, you need to think bigger.
We're already invincible on land.
Now, we must be invincible at sea as well. If those Arab invaders dare reach out their claws,
Then we'll chop them right off.
So what if they are the 500-year Abbasid Empire?
I'm equipping your warships with 100 of my newly built Hawni cannons. Go tell those Arabs that this sea belongs to Zhao. I shall lead the way myself.
I want to go see the ocean.
Huh? The song ships are too clunky. Charge! Wipe them out! Let them see what next level crushing looks like. Fire! Ha! Ha ha ha! This is absolutely incredible. Pass down the order. Don't sink all of them.
Leave a few of them intact.
I'm going to convert them into troop transport ships. Yes, Your Majesty.
And here the Arab lands are paved with gold,
And spices are piled as high as mountains.
Yufei, what do you think of this naval battle? The power of these cannons
Is truly terrifying. Your Majesty, peace now reigns across the four seas.
The great song has no enemies left.
Perhaps it is time to rest and recuperate?
Rest and recuperate.
Yufei, do you know what lies across the ocean?
There is a crop called cotton, which can be made into clothes to keep our people warm in winter.
And there is a crop called potatoes.
Which can yield thousands of caddies per acre.
It will ensure there is never another famine under heaven.
There are also countless gold and silver mines,
waiting for us to mine them.
As long as there is a single piece of land on this earth that does not belong to the great song,
I will not be able to sleep.